Good morning and welcome. Welcome to the Walking of the Marches. My name is Elaine Waterson and I am the Lord Provost of Stirling. We come together again as one to celebrate the Walking of the Marches. Last year we celebrated a very special Walking of the Marches, which was our 900th anniversary as a Royal Borough. Dating back to its annual tradition since 1611 of inspecting and protecting the boundaries of the city. This will be an opportunity to highlight the stories of Stirling, old and new. We should and must celebrate our area's rich history, but we must always highlight why this is a unique and vibrant place to live, work and visit. Thank you.
You see the Bowmar men are carrying picks and spades in case they have to move any of these boundary stones and clout somebody on the head and keep them in order. Here we come, the last of our Bowmar men arriving, and the captain will take the reports.
Well, then, can you confirm you have completed a perambulation of the northern marches? Were the northern marches found to be intact? Have you marked them by a political prominent person? Can you confirm you have completed a perambulation of the western marches? Where the western marches have you marked them by public career? Can you confirm that the completion of the perambulation of the southern marches? So the southern marches have you marked them by public career? Can you confirm the completion of the perambulation of the eastern marches?
Aye!
The eastern marches found to be intact.
Aye!
Have you marked them by turning the turn?
Aye!
Gentlemen, I congratulate you on showing discharge of your duties, and now on your behalf I will make my
are in fact the oldest, and very proud of it as well, as you may have noticed. The written account of the marches goes back to the year 1611. The history prior to that sadly has been lost, but we maintain the tradition to this very day. The purpose, as you've heard already, was to mark the boundaries of Stirling and to ensure that there's no encroachment. The Burlomen inspected the infrastructure of the town at that time. They had the power to order works and they had the power to prosecute miscreants. So if some of those tasks were to come back today, some of us would be absolutely delighted. So I'm sure we'll be petitioning the Lord Provost in the next few weeks. Traditionally, as I say, the task was carried out by the Burlomen, appointed by the Borough Court. And unlike our neighbours from the Ayres and Pearse, we traditionally walked the marches while others rode the marches. You'll see the Burlomen carried picks and shovels. That was to turn over the turfs at various points, marked by marches stones, of which the first one in recent days is over to my right here. So the event now is more of a symbolic rather than a practical event. We no longer turn over the turfs. So this is very much a community celebration of our history. I have to say a special thanks in reviving the marches goes to two individuals in particular, our past captain, Andy, wherever he is. There he is, Andy McEwen and Stuart Campbell. Both of whom were largely responsible for the reinstatement in 2014. While much has changed over the centuries in between, some things actually remain the same. For example, the Treasurer's accounts from the year 1698 shows that the Burlomen in total received the sum of £4 Scots. £4 Scots in today's money, in sterling, I have to tell you, equates to £594.35. So the Provost will be receiving a bill later on. The Burlomen, they also consumed, would you believe, 12 pints of ale. Now I know some people have got their eyes set on the 12 pints of ale in the hours to come. And the final embellishment, if you like, was a munchkin of whiskey. Gladly, we have the munchkin of whiskey with us today. So that particular tradition is well and truly maintained. And with this munchkin, I would like to propose the toast here in the city, the royal and ancient borough of Stirling. The toast is to the Stirling marches.
Put it on, yeah.